So, okay, so let's just be real for a sec. So you guys are going to spend the rest of this week writing odes, and you're going to spend Wednesday doing this, and Thursday doing this, and I think we finally have a Friday back, and Friday doing this. Um, these are going to be due at the end of class on Friday. Okay, if I'm wrong, and if we don't have class on Friday, you guys are going to hand these in first thing on Monday morning. Um, but they do Friday. Okay. If you're looking for a rubric, this is the rubric that I'm using for this. And I've got qualifiers under each of these headings: ideas, organization, and structure, language use and style, mechanics of language, spelling, punctuation, etc., etc. So there's great descriptors under each of these if you're wanting to know what to look for and hit. This is not out of 5. This is out of 3. 3 is the highest that you can get. So keep that in mind. Now, before you guys start, I just want to point out one thing. And I'm going to go back to my ode, and I'm going to go back to Neruda's ode. Actually, probably first. I want to show you something that I mimicked, and something that I'm going to be looking in each of yours too. The beautiful thing about writing poetry is that you don't actually have to stick to conventions of paragraph structure and sentence structure. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is, remember in your essays we were talking about how you can have like a one-word sentence, or a one-line sentence, or one-line paragraph, or a one-word paragraph. We can do the same thing here, but here it looks a little bit different. You'll see that we're still using punctuation. Mary Morey brought me a pair of socks which she knitted herself with her sheep herder's hands, 2 socks as soft as rabbits, period. Sentence. But notice that the sentences don't run across like in a paragraph. They run until Neruda hits return or goes to a new line. This is really important because what you're doing is you're isolating words and phrases that you want your audience to read by themselves. Mary Morey brought me a pair of socks. We're supposed to notice this by itself, which she knitted herself with her sheep herder's hands, 2 socks as soft as rabbits. Period. With poetry, you're going to use the return button, or you're going to use your next line to isolate words that you want your audience to take a look at. I slipped my feet into them as if they were 2 cases knitted with threads of twilight and goatskin. Violent socks. 2 long sharks. Sea blue shot through by 1 golden thread. You're not, watch this, you're not actually hitting the return at the punctuation. You're not doing that. Okay? You are hitting return wherever you need your audience to look at this phrase by itself. Look at what I mean over here. And maybe I've done it a little bit extreme with Ode to a Ball. And I've pretty much just hit the return line after every few words or so. Ball, you are harmless. Period. Return, a plaything. Period. Oh, I'm using punctuation and I'm using the next line. Interesting. A child's toy made of plastic and rubber and foam. Look, this is all one sentence. Made of plastic and rubber and foam. Period. But I'm isolating made of plastic and rubber and foam. These are all harmless things by themselves. Okay? I'm making a point. And up here too, blue, red, yellow. Primary colors, dash, playfully enticing to preschoolers. I haven't hit return here, it's just hit to the next line. I don't care that this is all in one line. Your foam turns to lead. Okay? Lock my fingers, load my strength, and fire. Use the return button purposefully here, okay? And this is another tool with your words. Make sure that your words stand out when you're writing your odes, okay? Remember, there is no limit. There's no length that I'm looking for, okay? Ode to baseball, about a page. Ode to cold coffee. I love this one. This is one of my favorite student writing pieces ever. Interesting. Ode to muscle cars. A lot of people might think that this is a little bit short. I don't know if it is. I don't think. Well, I'll let you be the judge of this one, but I don't know if it's as great as it could be. Some of you might see this as completely adequate and something that you might do, and that's okay. But compared to the other two, I don't know. So we'll see. So keep this rubric in mind. This assignment is due at the end of this week, okay? So that's what I want to do. It is to be typed the format in which you see these student exemplars here. Actually, no, this one. Do it like you're going to hand it in, print it out, but you're going to do it just like this. This is Times New Roman. This is size 12. Here's MLA style. This is not quite MLA. Wrong font, wrong size. This, I don't even know what this is. This ain't even MLA. So follow Ode to Cold Coffee as your MLA example, okay? Any questions? I'm available via email this week. I'll try to answer your questions as best I can, but everything should be answered here, okay? Here's your assignment. Pick a mundane object that you appreciate and that you like and that you may even love enough to write a tribute to. Give this some thought. Don't just go to the first thing that pops into your mind. Give this some thought. And hey, maybe even do a quick write on it. Maybe even make a giant list of all the things that you love about this one object. Okay? Go to it, and I'll see you guys for the next project. See you next week in person.